Today is the 26th June 2016. We will continue our Dhamma talk. Today we will deal with the four types of the Dhamma, which is the excerpt from Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the first sermon. And Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the Buddha classified four kinds of Dhamma. They are Parinyeya, Pahatappa, Sachikattappa, and Bhavitappa. Parinyeya means the truth which must be thoroughly realized by a meditator. Pahatappa is the truth which must be abundant by a meditator. Sachikattappa is the truth which must be experienced by a meditator. The last one, Bhavitappa, is the truth which must be fully developed by a meditator. These three types of Dhammas are classified by the Buddha in the first discourse of Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. As to Parinyeya, the Buddha said, Dankho Panidam, Dukkham Ariya Satyam, Parinyeyanti me bhikkhave, Bhove nanosudesu dhammesu, Yakkhom uttapadi, Jnana uttapadi, Panya uttapadi, Vajja uttapadi, Aloko uttapadi. The meaning is because I practiced Noble Eightfold Path, developed the 8 factors of the path and me. I can thoroughly realize Dukkha Satya, the truth of suffering. So Dukkha Satya is a Parinyeya which must be thoroughly realized. Without thoroughly realization of Dukkha Satya, no one cannot destroy Tanha Samudaya Satya, which is the cause of suffering. If a meditator is not able to destroy all mental defilements, beginning with tanha, avijja, and tanha, he cannot attain the cessation of suffering, because tanha samudaya satya is the cause of suffering. Only this tanha has been thoroughly destroyed, exterminated, abandoned, and then no suffering at all, because tanha samudaya satya causes all kinds of suffering. When the causes has not been exterminated, the causes will cause the dukkha, suffering, to arise. Only the cause has been thoroughly abandoned, exterminated. Then, because there's no cause, there's no effect. Here, the cause of suffering is the tanha. When it has been thoroughly abandoned, exterminated by means of mindfulness meditation, then there's no cause at all. When the cause has been destroyed, there's no suffering, which is the effect of the cause. There's no cause, there's no suffering. Then suffering ceases to exist. Then we attain the cessation of suffering. That is Nirodha Satya. Nirodha Satya, the truth of the cessation of suffering. When we have attained cessation of suffering, then there's no dukkha at all. We put dukkha, suffering, to in. Then this cessation of suffering is to be experienced by a practitioner. So it's called Satchikatapa. Nirodha Satya, the truth of the cessation of suffering, is Satchikatapa, the truth which must be experienced by a meditator. To experience the cessation of suffering, meditator needs to exterminate its cause, the cause of suffering. The cause of suffering is a tanha or samudaya satya. It causes all kinds of suffering. So it's called Samudaya Satya, the truth of the cause of suffering. When we want anything, because if we want it, we are suffering. Then we have to try to get it in many ways. There also we have a lot of suffering. If we do not get what we want, there also we are suffering. When we get what we want, we have to protect it and not to be taken by thieves or enemies and so on. There also we have suffering. All of these suffering are caused by tanha, desire to get it. So this tanha, desire or attachment, is called Samudaya Satya, the cause of the truth of the cause of suffering. So it must be thoroughly, it must be fully abundant. It must be fully exterminated so that there's no cause for any suffering. So this tanha, desire or attachment, is the Samudaya Satya, the cause of suffering, which must be fully eliminated, overcome, abundant. So it's called Mahadapa, the truth of the cause of suffering. Samudaya Satya, tanha, is the truth which must be abundant, which must be exterminated. Then to destroy this tanha attachment, we need to thoroughly realize both mental and physical phenomena. Because we do not rightly understand both mental and physical phenomena as a suffering. So we are attached to them. We have a desire to get them. We wish to keep them. So this desire, this attachment to both mental and physical phenomena is the cause of suffering. Mentality, nama, physicality, rupa. These manama and rupa are never permanent. They arise and pass away. Then another mental state arises and then passes away. Then another mental state arises and passes away. In this way, the mental states are impermanent because they are ever changing by rising and passing away. So also they are suffering. So this nama mentality or mental phenomena is called the truth of suffering. In the same way, rupa, physical phenomena, any physical phenomena is subject to arising and passing away one after another. So they are also never permanent. They are the process of ever-changing, arising and passing away. So they are suffering. So this physical phenomena is also suffering because they arises and passes away very instantly all the time. This mental physical phenomena is also the truth of suffering. So both mental phenomena and physical phenomena are the truth of suffering. But we do not rightly understand these are impermanent, these are suffering. Because of what tanha or desire, we think they are good. My mind is good, my body is good. Because we do not rightly understand this both mental and physical phenomena and their true nature as a suffering. So we take them to be good, then we are attached to them. We are attached to our body and mind. We are attached to others' bodies and mind. In this way, attachment, tanha, arises dependent on misunderstanding of mental and physical phenomena. So if we are able to rightly understand mental and physical phenomena and their true nature, we don't take them to be a person, a being, a man, or a woman. Because we rightly understand as the process of ever-changing, arising and passing away one after another. So they are neither a person nor a being, neither a self nor a soul. We do not rightly understand. That's why we take them to be a person, a being, a man or a woman. Then we have attachment to them. We have a desire for them. We love them. We like them. Both mental and physical phenomena. All of these mental states are samudaya satya, the cause of suffering. Because we are attached to both mental and physical phenomena, we are suffering. Because we cling to it, because we desire them, because we have a cling in them, so we are suffering. So this attachment, tanha, desire are samudaya satya, the truth about the cause of suffering. To be attached, to be not attached to these mental and physical phenomena. We need to rightly understand, thoroughly realize both mental and physical phenomena in their true nature, as they are the process of ever-changing phenomena which are arising and passing away one after another. If we thoroughly realize it in that way, we won't be attached to both mental and physical phenomena. We don't have any attachment to them. We don't have any desire for them. Then we are able to exterminate, overcome, destroy all kinds of samudaya satya, the truth of the cause of suffering, tanha, desire, attachment, clinging. So to abandon, to destroy all of these samudaya satya, the truth of the cause of suffering, tanha, attachment, we need to thoroughly realize both mental and physical phenomena in their true nature. The true nature of both mental and physical phenomena is impermanence, suffering, unsatisfactoriness, and impersonal nature, no soul, non-self. To realize these characteristics of mental and physical phenomena, we have to observe whatever arises in our mind and body as it really occurs. Whatever arises in the body and mind must be mindful of as it really is. That is mindfulness meditation. That's why we have to be mindful of rising movements and falling movements of abdomen in our meditation. When the abdomen rises, then we are mindful of that rising movement, making mental note as rising. When the abdominal moves downward or backward, we have to observe it. We have to observe these movements attentively so that we rightly understand the movements are the process of rising and passing away, the process of our changing phenomenon, which is rising and passing away. That's why we have to practice vipassana meditation, mindfulness meditation. As you know, mindfulness and meditation is to observe, to be mindful of, to be aware of whatever arises in our body and mind as it really occurs. When our mindfulness becomes constant, continuous and powerful by observing all mental states and physical process, then that continuous and constant and powerful mindfulness causes the mind to concentrate to deeply concentrate on any mental state or physical process, which is the object of meditation. When the concentration becomes deeper and deeper, then there arises insight knowledge that rises together with that concentration, becomes sharp and penetrating. Then that insight knowledge realizes or rightly understands the true nature of mental and physical phenomena as they really are. By realizing impermanence, suffering, and the impersonal nature of mental and physical phenomena. For example, when we are mindful of the rising movement, falling movement of the abdomen repeatedly, when the mind is deeply concentrated on this process of movement, then we come to realize there are only dual process of phenomena. One process is the rising movement, and the other process is the mind notes it. There are the process of mentality and the process of physicality. Except these two processes, there is no person, no being, no everlasting entity. Whatever really exists is just movement, and the mind knows it. The movement of rising and falling also is not permanent. It rises and then passes away. We come to experience it when concentrations are deep enough. In the same way, the note mind is also not permanent. The mind knows when the rising movement rises. The movement arises, knows it, then it passes away. Then the abdomen falls, then another mind notes it, and then it passes away. So no mental state, no note mind is permanent. Every note mind arises and passes away very instantly. So they are no everlasting entity, so they are neither a person nor a being. Neither is soul nor is self. What are they? They are the process of the phenomenon of rising and passing away. Ever-changing phenomena. So they are neither a person nor a being. In this way, we rightly understand mental and physical phenomena and their true nature. Then we are not attached to them. We don't have any desire for them. We do not love them. We do not like them. Then, in this way, the realization or likely understanding of a mental and physical phenomena overcome attachment, desire, tanha, which are the causes of suffering. When we are able to abandon or exterminate this tanha or attachment, then there's no suffering at all. because these tanha and attachment are the cause of suffering. When the cause has been destroyed, there is no effect, no suffering at all. The suffering has been, and the suffering ceases to exist. Then we experience the cessation of suffering, Nirodha Satya, Satchikatava. So Nirodha Satya is Satchikatava. Samudaya Satya, tanha or attachment, is Pahadapa. The truth must be, the truth which must be abandoned, which must be exterminated. To abandon this truth, this tanha attachment, or to destroy them, then we thoroughly realize mental and physical phenomena as ever-changing phenomena, which is impermanent, suffering and impersonal nature. Because we rightly understand, realize these mental and physical phenomena as the ever-changing phenomena which is rising and passing. So we are not attached to them. In this way, attachment, tanha, has been overcome, abandoned, exterminated. That is why we have to practice this mindfulness and meditation. This noble, the Magga Satya, the truth of the way leading to the cessation of suffering. Satipatthana meditation and development of the Noble Eightfold Path is the same thing. For example, when we observe lifting of the food while walking, when lifting the food, we observe the lifting movements of the food. When the food pushed forward, we observe it as a pushing movement. When the food drops down, we observe it as dropping down movement. In this way, when our mental mindfulness is continuous and constant and powerful, then the mind is deeply concentrated on each movement. Then there arises an insight which is penetrating at that moment. It realizes this is just movement, lifting upward movements, forward movements, downward movement. These are nothing but movements. These movements are also rising and passing away one after another. Then we don't take this movement to be my feet, my food. And then when there's no my food, there's no me, no person, no being. What are they? They are just the process of movement, one after another, rising and passing away, one after another. In this way, when our concentration is deep enough, we come to rightly understand both mental and physical phenomena. By means of a mindfulness and meditation, or by means of a Noble Eightfold Path. Here, when you note or observe right lifting movement in the walking, you have to put enough effort to be aware of the movement. That effort is a Samma Vayama. When your effort is enough, then your mind observes the movement of the food. Your mind is aware of the movement of the food. That awareness is mindfulness, is sati, samasati. Sometimes the mind go out and wanders out. At the time, one of a mental state keeps the mind to the object, that's the movement of the food. That mental state which keeps the mind to the mental state and to the food, the movement of the food is called Samma Sankappa. Samma Sankappa, Samma Abhiniropana Lakhana. Abhiniropana Lakhana means that Samma Sankappa has putting the note mind to the object very well. That's the meaning of Samma Abhiniropana Lakhana. So, in this way, you have Samma Sankappa, right effort, Samma Sati, right mindfulness, Samma Sankappa, right thought or right thinking. In this way, the mind, the notion mind gradually more and more concentrated on the movement of the food. Their concentration. That concentration is the right concentration. Samma Samadhi. When the mind is deeply concentrated on the movement of the food, then it realizes this is just a movement. This is just a movement which arises, passes away. That is right understanding. Right understanding, Sammaditi. Then when you are observing and being mindful of whatever arises in your body and mind as it is, you have to refrain from bad speech, wrong speech. Then that is a samavāca. You refrain from bad deed, wrong deed, samma kamanda. You refrain from bad earning, living. That is a samavāca, right? Livelihood. In this way, when you observe the movement of the food, or when you observe any other mental state or physical process, you have developed the Noble Eightfold Path in your mind. Samma Vayama, right effort, Samma Sati, right mindfulness, Samma Samadhi, right thought, Samma Deity, right concentration, then right understanding, Samma Deity. These are called the factors of working, karaka makanga. But while you are practicing this meditation, concentrating your mind and also realizing the phenomenon which is the object of meditation, you refrain from bad speech, bad deed, and bad livelihood. Then you have attained Samma Vāca, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva included, and that the Noble Eightfold Path. In this way, because you have fully developed the Noble Eightfold Path, you come to rightly understand the movement when you lift the food, when you push it forward, when you drop it down. What you are realizing, these are just lifting movement, pushing movement, dropping movement, no person, no being, and so no atta. So these Noble Eightfold Path, which must be developed so that you can rightly understand suffering, mental and physical phenomena, and the truth of suffering. So these are the Noble Eightfold Path combined are called Magga Satya, the truth of the way leading to the cessation of suffering. So they must be developed in your mind by practicing mindfulness and meditation. So they are called Bhawe Tapa. These 8 factors of Magga, or this Magga Satya, is the truth which must be developed by a meditator. So that's why you have to practice mindfulness and meditation so that you can develop this Noble Eightfold Path and thoroughly, rightly understand the truth of suffering and to overcome, to abandon samudaya satya, the cause of suffering, and attain the experience the cessation of suffering, Nibbana, Nirodha Satya. These 3 points of Dhamma are expounded in Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta by the Buddha. That's why meditators should try to keep in mind there are 4 kinds of truth. Pareññeya, Pahātapa, Sachikatapa, Bhavetapa. Pareññeya is the truth which must be thoroughly realized. It refers to both the mental and physical phenomena. Mental and physical phenomena is the truth of suffering. Then, when you have realized, rightly understand the truth of suffering, then you are able to overcome, to abandon the attachment, tanha, samudaya satya, the cause of suffering. The tanha or attachment is the cause of all kinds of suffering. When it has been thoroughly abandoned, exterminated, there is no cause for suffering to arise, because they have been exterminated, they have been overcome, abandoned. Then meditator attains the cessation of suffering. Nirodha Satya, the cessation of suffering, the truth of the cessation of suffering. Nirodha Satya is the Dhamma or the truth which must be experienced by a meditator. So, our meditators are able to grasp these 4 kinds of Dhamma which is expounded by the Buddha in his Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. according to that, you should try to rightly understand dukkha sajjat, both mental and physical phenomena, and abundant samudaya sajjat, attachment, the cause of suffering. Then attain the cessation of suffering, Nibbana, Nirodha Satya. May all of you be able to practice your meditation so that you can attain the cessation of suffering, Nibbana.
Sadhu, sadhu.